What is going on, everyone? We are back in Barranquilla, Colombia. Peru was a great time. I tell you this, we're definitely going to be going back to Peru. The plan is right now, a couple months, we're going to go back to Peru, especially because Machu Picchu only had a limited amount of spaces or spots available. So what we had to do, we had to actually skip Machu Picchu, and that was our main goal. I don't know how we didn't think we need to book a month in advance. So FYI, if you're going to Peru and you want to go to Machu Picchu, make sure you book way in advance. So now I'm in Barranquilla, on my way to the gym now, and this video here is going to be all about nutrition, all about food and grocery prices in Barranquilla, and all about restaurant prices and alcohol prices. I'm gonna go over basically every price and every cost associated with Barranquilla in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. And if there's anything that you wanna see in these videos specifically, make sure you drop it in the comments. Let me know what you wanna see, or let me know what questions you have that you want me to answer, because I can do videos on that stuff in the future. All right, cheers, guys. All right, gang, this is the new spot for the next bit. We've got a full kitchen. Had to source out a couple things, ask the reception and stuff here. This is like aparta hotels, I guess you could call it. Loft style aparta hotels. They're really modern. Paper towel, toilet paper, stuff like that is all included. But yeah, so this is where we're at. Okay, like I said, chaise or lounger, king bed, can't go wrong. No, I did not make it. We did not make it. Normally she does, but we did not. And then as organized as we're gonna get all of our stuff in a space like this. Obviously TV, there we go, air conditioner. I got my supplements on top of the fridge. This is what I bring traveling. These are all from North, except for I just bought these two. So this is valerian for help you chill at nighttime if you're revved up, you know, something like that. It's like sometimes you can get valerian teas. It smells like stinky feet, but it makes you sleep like a baby. People hype up melatonin. Nah, fuck melatonin. Valerian literally will change your life. It's like a herbal sedative. So if for whatever reason, if you can't sleep, for me, I call it the panic button. So anytime like I really need to sleep and I can't, it only happens once in a blue moon. Happened once, I bought it, haven't used it since, but it's here just in case I need it. Then I have my own Believe supplements. This is my sponsored brand. I'm sponsored with them in Canada and USA. This is your energy burner in a limited time Hawaiian sea breeze flavor. This stuff is basically it's like a coffee and tea substitute. So it's actually made with green tea and caffeine. So yeah, I love it. Tastes freaking delicious. It's not a pre-workout, it's like a coffee substitute. Then I have probiotics and vitamin D. By the way, I always get asked this question. I get asked the question, John, what's the most important vitamin to have out of everything? All of us that live in the Northern Hemisphere, it's vitamin D. Vitamin D, you need vitamin D. Other than that, it just depends on what your blood profile says. Then we have the digestive enzymes, which are really important for me when I'm traveling to different countries. And I also recommend digestive enzymes if you have a sensitive gut and you're changing your diet. So when I went from a more calorie deficit cutting diet more towards eating more protein, eating more carbs, I started taking these. I'm not currently taking them, but I had them just for that transitional period. So transitional periods are huge. This is from Peru, brought this back from Peru. This is coca tea with green tea. And that basically makes you more alert. Stevia, because I don't add sugar to anything. And then we have 1 can of tuna that we brought back from Peru as well. All right, here's the brunch for the day, gang. Look at this, check this out. Eggs, ham, green pepper, and tomatoes. She has eggs, ham, and tomatoes with this Tosh granola cereal, which is like very, it's not very sweet. It's like pure, a better option. We have our favorite, which is Mexican salsa and tahini, a bit of coffee. I already had mine. We have fresh mango. This is mango Tommy from Colombia. And then I have 2 pieces of whole wheat toast with this peanut butter that has no sugar added. So a no sugar added peanut butter. They add sucralose or stevia or something to make it a little bit sweet, but this is the brunch spread. This is how you do a breakfast when you are in a Latin American country. What are the prices of food here? Let's say, because I'm showing you my groceries, I'm showing you cooking. Well, how much does it cost to actually buy all this stuff at the grocery store? Well, that depends where you're going, which grocery store you're going to. There are more economical grocery stores. Let's say like an Olympica generally is a little bit more cost effective than, let's say, Éxito, which is a little bit more medium. But then you have Carulla as well. Carulla. Anyway, there's another one that's more high-end, it's more premium. If you're looking for like mainly imported products and stuff like that, you can get those at the Carulla. So if you get Colombian-made products, they're significantly cheaper than in North America or Europe. You're gonna save a lot of money if you get those types of products. In terms of imported products, they're probably gonna be on par. I can speak for Canadian prices. The imported products here are almost on par with what you're gonna pay for those same imported products in Canada. Okay, I don't know about the US. I have spent a lot of time in Miami, so I will say that Miami's a little more expensive, but Miami's just a little more expensive in general. Fruit is the cheapest thing you can get here, so you can get amazing, delicious tropical fruit for really, really cheap. Same thing goes for local vegetables, local meats. If you want to get meat, you can go to like specific shops for meat. You can also go to markets, like open air markets, or just like little vendors on the side of the street and get fruit a lot cheaper. Be careful though, some of them will gringo price you. So if you're an obvious tourist, they'll charge you more because you're an obvious tourist, because you don't know what they actually charge, and you're not gonna argue because you don't know what 7,000 pesos is. All right, check this out. This is the breakfast or brunch today, because we're not going to Fit Choices today. So we have 2 eggs, piece of ham. This is extra lean ground beef, 93 ground beef with onions, tomatoes, peppers, stuff like that. Homemade guacamole that I made last night. Fresh mango and tomato slices. She's got the same thing, of course. So that's what, actually her plate's better illuminated, but now you see. This is what we're working with. Eggs, ham, beef with vegetables, tomatoes, guacamole. And also, she has a little cereal. And I have oatmeal. Another common one is alcohol. So if you're gonna get, let's say you want imported alcohol, let's say you want like vodka seltzers. There's vodka seltzers here, like Mike's Hard Lemonade is here, but you're pretty much gonna be paying almost maybe 75, 80% of the prices you're gonna be paying in North America for those. I can't speak on Europe. Local alcohol, if you want the local beer, cheap as hell. And there's different levels of local beer as there is everywhere. But if you want local beer, cheap as hell, a 6-pack of beer, you can get it for $3 to $4 US on sale easily. So local beer is really, really, really inexpensive. Local spirits, even spirits in general, are gonna be a pretty good price compared to North America, especially compared to Canada, because Canada, even over the US, Canada's alcohol prices are ridiculous, stupid ridiculous. So it's going to be way cheaper for alcohol and food here. Now, when you're dining at restaurants, I'm just going to speak on Barranquilla. I have been to Cartagena, Santa Marta, and Medellin as well. But I'm going to tell you that Cartagena and Medellin are more expensive in general for everything, especially in the tourist zones. They're going to be more expensive. Let's say you go to El Poblado in Medellin, it's going to be more expensive. If you go to Boca Grande or Laguito in Cartagena, it's going to be more expensive. But here in Barranquilla, even in the best area, which is, or the safest area for tourists, which is Rio Mar, this area is still, even at its most pricey, still super affordable. So you're going to save a lot of money on food. Restaurants are a little different because you can pay pretty much the same as you pay in the north for restaurants here easily. But on average, it's way cheaper. way cheaper. So you can save a lot of money. Let's say, you know, I go out for dinner with my girlfriend and we have, you know, a drink each, we have an appetizer, and we each have a main. You can get that for $30 US, right? And that's not going to be at a hole in the wall place. As a matter of fact, I saw more cockroaches in Miami than I've seen in Colombia, which is nuts. I haven't seen maybe 2 cockroaches on the street here. In Miami, I saw them daily. They're all over the place in Miami. So just gonna say that they do a pretty good job of keeping things clean here too, especially in this area of the city. It's really nice. You can live a good quality of life here. Oh, another thing, you can't drink the tap water in most places. Some places have filters installed, but most places you can't drink the tap water. So we have been buying these big jugs of water. This big jug of water is 6 liters. I drink a ton of water. This is what I drink personally in one day right here. But if you don't drink a ton of water, this is gonna last you quite a while. And this 6 liters, it was at Olympica, was 8,200, which is 8,200. And in US dollars, just divide that by 4, so it's about $2. No, that's terrible math. Yes, it is. It's about $2 US dollars for this. Right now, the current exchange rate on US dollars is about it's about 4 to 1. So you get 4,000 Colombian pesos for $1 US. With Canadian, it's about 3 to 1. So 3,000 Colombian pesos for $1 Canadian. And that's just current. That's just based on what it is today. We're just taking a walk in a little park here in Barranquilla. You look at this guy. He's huge. What a big iguana. He makes the ones in Miami look like tiny little things. The ones in Miami are orange, but maybe they just... Since this is a food video, we're gonna show you more food. So this is a Friday night, we're getting creative. And when you eat 80% the same, 85% the same things over and over again, which is what I recommend for all of you if you're trying to get leaner, healthier, and lose weight, eat 80 to 85% of and just in general, just have your staples and eat them on a regular basis. But we're changing things up a little bit here tonight. So we're making guacamole out of this delicious avocado, the limes, the onion, and a little bit of tomato. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this 93% lean ground beef. I recommend above 90% lean ground on all ground meats. If you're getting ground meats, at least 90, if not 93. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna make thin smash burgers with these arepas. Arepas are basically corn tortillas, but they're a little thicker and firmer. They're Colombian style. I love arepas. Some people are gonna hate them. You're gonna think they're gonna taste like dirt, but I like them. We're gonna put a little bit of lettuce. We're gonna put a little slice of tomato. Obviously the guacamole is gonna go on top of the burgers. I haven't factored in what we're gonna do with the salsa yet. Probably we're gonna use that as well. But that's kind of like a Friday night special when we're trying to change things up. Weight loss is not about having the lowest calorie foods all of the time. It's about having lower calorie foods in general through the general days. That's what I recommend because it's gonna make things a lot easier. So that's why I recommend like all your ground meats being at least 90% lean. That's why I recommend eat boneless, skinless chicken and eggs and 0% Greek yogurt over chicken drumsticks, fried chicken, or full fat yogurt and things like that. So it's good just to like make these swaps on a regular basis, especially if you want to be healthier, especially if you want to lose some weight, get leaner, have a leaner body. Guys, you got to think about things in simple swaps, more and less, more and less. You guys are a little bit too black and white, all or nothing with the way you think on a general basis. You don't have to eliminate things and cut things. I'm gonna say this over and over and over again in my videos. You don't have to eliminate things or cut things. More and less. The problem is what you guys are eating more of should be in the less column. And what's in the less column should be in the more column. Let's get it. What's going on, everyone? Just about to check out of this Aparta hotel. 5 weeks and basically a hotel room without a balcony, without a pool. Yeah, it's modern. Yeah, it's got a complete kitchen. Not so complete. We had to get things. Anyway, regardless, going to an actual spot now that is gonna feel more like a actual apartment, which is gonna be nice. This place here is super nice if you want to come for 2 to 3 days. This place is called Mosaic Studios. They're aparta hotels, so basically apartment style hotels. It's got basic kitchen fundamentals if you want to cook, but to be honest, I talked to the maids, the cleaners here, and they said that basically nobody here actually uses the kitchen. We were one of the only people. That's why we were able to get 2 knives, 2 cutting boards, 2 pans, like we got tons of extra stuff that we actually asked. The best things about this place, number one, location, 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 location. You're on the same block as an Olympica. You're on 1 block away from Buena Vista Mall, which is 3 huge malls. And there's other place called Parque del Plaza, Plaza del Parque. I always get that one wrong, but it has restaurants, a place to get your hair cut, bars, if you want to go out at nighttime, there's all that kind of stuff, and it's a really super safe area. I'm pumped you made it this far. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like this, send it to someone, you know, share it, make this shit shareable, and also on top of that, make sure you hit that subscribe, because if you got this far in the video, I appreciate you and hope you appreciate my content just as much. So hit that subscribe. Also, loud exhaust always. Make sure you hit the bell icon, that way you're notified next time I make a video from wherever I'm gonna be. But right now, we're talking Barranquilla. Let's get it, gang. Peace.